Hey, and a happy Tuesday to you. It is beautiful outside. Hopefully you get outside to enjoy some of this wonderful weather on this Tuesday, September the 12th. I'm 9 News meteorologist Chris Bianchi with a detailed look at your Colorado weather forecast. We've got wonderful weather, award-winning weather for today, for tomorrow, and then by Thursday and Friday we'll see some pretty big changes move their way back into the picture, but that nicer weather should resume by the upcoming weekend. But let's kind of focus on the here and now, and it is again gorgeous outside. In fact, if you look just closely enough off to the west, in a few spots you might still be able to pick out a few of those frosted tips on some of those mountains, as we did get a little bit of snow overnight, I should say on Sunday night into Monday morning. Longs Peak, Loveland Pass, above 11,000 feet in elevation, Rocky Mountain National Park. So if you look closely enough, you might be able to see some of that snowfall in some of those highest elevations. But up here, this is the Loveland ski area. This area did not see a whole lot of that snowfall accumulation. On Loveland Pass, it did get a little bit of snow, but that didn't really impact this area that you're looking at right here. But that said, I think we'll get some snow and some of those higher elevations once again later on this week with our next storm system that's going to move its way on through. Meantime, beautiful day ahead for us today. Isolated mountain storms, mainly south of I-70 and south of 285. And the big changes in store for Friday and perhaps starting as early as Thursday afternoon. Meantime, right now, we do have some showers and storms to tell you about. Those are out by Telluride and the San Juans. That's where we're seeing some of those showers and thunderstorms right now. Branching things on out, we got a storm system that's mostly passing off to our south, but still enough of that energy and enough of that moisture. We're getting some of those showers and storms into our southwestern mountains primarily this morning, and we'll see that continue throughout the rest of the afternoon. So taking a look at that futurecast, we do have those showers and storms south of 285. This would be around kind of Highway 161, Levada Pass on west into Alamosa through the San Luis Valley and over through the kind of $1 Million Highway, Red Mountain Pass. That's where we're going to be seeing some of those showers and storms, most pretty widespread this afternoon and this evening, and some leftover showers and storms overnight out that way as well. So it looks unsettled south of 285, along and north of 285, only isolated storms, and north of I-70, we're going to be dry for your day today. That means that story will be those temperatures, and it is glorious outside. Upper 60s for us in Denver, 50s in the mountains, bit of that taste of fall, but not really, and it's just very pleasant weather. So I'm calling it meteorological perfection for this afternoon. High temperature, upper 70s, about 5 degrees below our seasonal average, so it's going to be a very pleasant day, all things considered. And those forecast highs for this afternoon, most of us again in the 70s on the eastern plains, 60s for the most part into the mountains. So it is a beautiful, lovely weather day ahead. I should say the southern mountains will be a little bit different than that because of some of those showers and storms that I was mentioning a short while ago. For tonight, temperatures drop back into the low 50s, and it's partly cloudy, and those temperatures in the 40s and 50s eastern plains, 30s and 40s into the high country. For tomorrow, chance for an isolated shower or storm, mainly south and west of Denver. Most of us stay dry. High temperature right around 80 degrees. It is another beautiful day ahead, mostly in the 70s and low 80s on the eastern plains, 50s and 60s into the high country. But we got a bit more coverage in those showers and storms for tomorrow into the high country. So let's kind of take a closer look in. As by the way, in the San Juans above, we'll call it 12,000 feet. It's going to be pretty high up there, but 12,000 feet or above, that's where you'll see some of that snowfall. So you might notice into the San Juans, if you look up there, if you're joining us from Telluride, from Durango, Cortez, anybody out there in southwest Colorado, you look up into the mountains, you'll probably see that first initial coating of snow on those highest elevations for the first time this season, maybe even on up into the Saguache and West Elk Mountains as well, and east in the San Cristos. But again, you got to get up there. We're talking maybe 11,000 feet, probably more like 12,000 feet where we'll be seeing that snowfall. Meantime, otherwise, it's going to be pretty stormy for the mountains for your day tomorrow. Again, a bit of a concentration, or I should say a bit of a higher concentration south of I-70, but along and north of I-70, we will have a few shower storms around for tomorrow as well. Today we stay dry north of I-70. Tomorrow, maybe a few more shower storms in the mountains north of I-70. Denver area, we probably stay dry for tomorrow. Now, this all changes for your Thursday as we get a sharp cold front that moves its way through Thursday night into Friday morning, and that will bring us a big change in temperatures, and also, by the way, some mountain snowfall above 11,000 feet once again. But for us here along the Front Range, most of this rain Thursday night and Friday, where we could be getting as much as an inch of rain from our next storm system. Quite a few spots at the Eastern Plains could be getting more than that, so a pretty busy weather, a couple of days coming up for us on the eastern plains and the high country. Scattered hit or miss showers and storms. So taking a look at that 7-day forecast, temperatures mostly in the 70s and 80s for the next few days, exception being Friday. Look at that high temperature, 61 for us on Friday. So it is going to be a full-on fall-like chill for us coming up on Friday. In the meantime, temperatures in the 70s and in the 80s for us. Then we'll be back into the 80s for the early part of next week. Colorado State at Colorado. This is, of course, the game at Folsom Field between CSU and CU, the Rocky Mountain Showdown. Perfect football weather for Saturday night. Kickoff is at 8 o'clock, so it's a little bit late. You'll definitely want to bring a jacket as those temperatures will tumble pretty solidly throughout the game. But again, kind of perfect football weather. We'll be mostly in the 50s throughout the game, 64 at kickoff. And then we got another football game coming up on Sunday in Power Field at Mile High. Broncos hosting the Washington Commanders. Those temperatures will be in the 70s, so beautiful as well. I'm actually heading to the game, and I will bring plenty of sunscreen. I would recommend the same for you as well. But unlike last Sunday when we had a lot of those weather concerns, had that downpour at the end of the game, I don't think we're going to be talking about that for Sunday at all. Looks much better for us coming up this weekend. So overall takeaways, really nice weather for kind of the next week, exception being for the mountains, especially south of 285. That's where we could see some of the showers and storms for today and tomorrow. And then for us here in the Denver area, again, beautiful weather for the most part, exception being Thursday night and Friday. That's when a cold front moves through. That will drop those temperatures. And I'll tell you what here, folks, if you've got outdoor plans for Friday night, I would go ahead and cancel them right now, or just try and move them inside. Another thing to keep in mind as well is that we could be dealing with some fairly widespread showers and storms on Thursday night as well. So if you got outdoor plans Thursday night, Friday night, maybe, I don't know, plan on scrapping. Maybe just plan on it. Depends on the plan or something like that. But if you've got an indoor alternative or something else you can do that's inside, go with that. Because weather's, it's going to stink for us on Friday. And then it's the best way to put it. It's just going to be one of those kind of cloudy, rainy days. Cool. Hey, if you like it, it's great indoor weather. It makes you feel a lot better about being lazy all day, that kind of weather. But it's not going to be very nice for outdoor activity. So I plan on doing something inside coming up for Thursday night and into your Friday. So hopefully it gives you a good idea about what to expect as we head over the next couple of days. We'll have more for you coming up here at 9 News at noon and at 2 p.m. And then we'll have Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin in at 4 and 5 and Meteorologist Danielle Grant in at 6, 9, 10 tonight here on the 9 News Family Networks. Once again, I'm 9 News Meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus, and have a great rest of your Tuesday. And also, we'll see you back here tomorrow at the same time here on Wednesday.